I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. The pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey? I suppose we might as well gather what we can. This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
By and large, the people of Battahl seem to adore their benevolent empress.
I've remarked that myself. They revere Her Majesty with all their hearts and regard her as family.
Vermund's people bear no such love for their Queen Regent. Though, of course, they have their reasons. Let me get that. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. Uh-oh. Big things that we felt that. Perhaps a few more for good measure.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful. Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's being pilfered. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
an opening. Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Understood. The Arisen has been forced. Quick, douse the flames! Foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do. I'll get the idea. Attack its wings to enfeeble it.
If we can grab a beast, the advantage is ours.
Understood. Stay with me, Arisen. Halt, if you please.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. There's nothing more you can pilfer from that target, Master. I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labours.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early Griffin gets the worm.
The Arisen turns blue with cold. Nowhere to go.
I won't get my hands on you!
Give it up! Nowhere to go! Onward!
Give no quarter.
Watch your footing, Master. Losing your balance on an incline this shot could be perilous.
I shall heal you at once. Halt, if you please.
When I get my hands on you!
This can only be destroyed from the other side.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor.
Just when are you planning to return? Am I to be left by the wayside?
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Here we go again.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
Understood.
Over here! You can count on me to keep you safe.
The fallen must be revived.
Does this foe not remind you of a certain...
The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Very well. I shall return. is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first,
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. So long as ye retain your will, you'll find you're bound to it, and it to ye. The dragon is the embodiment of destructive force, though this does not mean that it is evil. Understand this. The concepts of good and evil are mortal inventions, and thus cannot be applied to the dragon. It is a being of a higher order, as are ye. Now that the dragon has marked ye, setting ye apart from your fellows. The Arisen is a transcendent being, always chosen by the dragon. It marks for itself the individual who must fell it. Thus, when the dragon is made manifest, so too is an Arisen. And should that Arisen fall, another shall rise in their place. The cycle is doomed to continue till the dragon is felled, for that is what the will of this world has ordained. Ye need not seek the dragon. It will find ye. Aye, make no mistake. The dragon will appear before ye when the time is come. Still, I suppose I can tell ye about a rumor I heard the other day. Apparently, a dragon was sighted in Harve Village, though I am not sure I believe it. After all, now that ye have been marked as Arisen, the dragon ought next appear before ye at the appointed time. So it stands to reason that e'en if a creature of draconic aspect and destructive powers did appear in that village, 'twas no dragon. A mockery of one, perhaps, but not the dragon true. The substance of which ye speak is formed of crystallized droplets of dragon blood. Worm's life crystals can be obtained not only from the true red dragon, but from lower drakes as well. They retain a measure of draconic power, and when used correctly, will bestow upon ye powers that eclipse the will of this world. I am the husk of he who was once Arisen. My final battle against the dragon culminated in the loss of the will that should have seen me bring the creature low. Thus, as the Arisen is defined by the strength of their will, from that moment on I was Arisen no longer. Such is the world's will. I dare say it compels me e'en now to impart upon ye all the knowledge I possess. The Godsway? Forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Battahl came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Phaesus, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. Then go, But visit me again when ye have spilled draconic blood. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. 'Tis for ye to determine what that bond constitutes, be it a hapless fate or a curious boon. Then go. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Then I bid ye farewell, and safe travels.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but ours is a party of women, by and large.
And I've no objections.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things. I enjoy tackling fear.
If I am to prove my theory, I must needs experiment.
Gazing upon the sea makes me feel rather strange.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths. Are you in need of healing, Arisen?
If we must. Let us finish this quickly.
I am well aware of the particulars. Very well. I shall await further orders.
Can't you see I'm on duty?
Who are you? No, never mind, 'tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be. Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a Godsway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragonforged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
'Tis possible larger... Mayhap one such as the Oracle.
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste!
An age since I had visitors to entertain. Since times of El, remember, draconic blood, you may be pitted against the dragon, yet its fate is yours to share. Then go. Since times of El, remember, draconic blood, so long as ye retain your will, you'll find the Godsway. However, some years it appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world. Then go. Since times of El, remember. Then I bid ye farewell.
Then I shall remain by your side. Now we can return to this location whenever we've a ferry stone to hand.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
What to make of this?
fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
One of our number is unconscious. Ally against such fiends.
What say we set the enemy's teeth to chattering?
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy. It is but a flesh wound, yet enough to shame you. The enemy has called reinforcements. It seems they mean to match our might and strength of numbers. Master. I only hope I did not disappoint. It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Hurry now! Our master beckons!
No quarrel here.
Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
We really ought to take a moment to catch our breath.
The enemy retreats.
Let them run. We need not waste our strength.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless opponents makes for easy prey.
This foe was marked to be felled by my master from beyond the river.
Not for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds.
Why, 'tis a treasure in the truest sense.
How exciting. My heart is fit to burst. Let me get that.
Ah, I see you've pinched something from our foe.
That's crafty of you.
Don't bother trying to pinch anything else, Master. You've already taken what that target has to offer.
Guard all you want.
It won't make a difference when I've acquainted you. See?
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. flicker of a shadow, the gleam of an eye, the echo of a footfall. If we hone our senses, no foe shall escape us. Douse the flames before 'tis too late! That one hurt. Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. I suppose we might as well gather what we can. Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If you need that destroyed, I'm your pawn. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance. If you need that destroyed, I'm your pawn. I expect you'll be wanting my assistance. Discovering treasures such as these is the best part of any adventure, wouldn't you say?
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
We've enemies in our midst! Leave it to me.
Do not waste this chance.
Press home our advantage.
A focused attack will end this foe. Understood. Allow me, Master. This foe shall fall by my hand. Take care. Ice can be deadly.
Get back here! We need reinforcements over here.
Prepare yourself!
Did my best to match your skill, Master. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Arisen, to me. I shall heal you. Wait a moment. Now, what might that be? Do you want to take a closer look?
Arisen to see who can keep pace.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. One of us has been poisoned. We've got them on the run.
I see no merit in hunting down such cravens.
Not right now. How might I do? Enemy slows. Perhaps we'll tire them out.
Ha! They don't stand a chance against us now.
Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall. Ice is the answer. Use it to our advantage. Are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Poison ought to be cured with all due haste.
Serves to convey my appreciation.
We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey? No rest for the weary, it seems. We will be hard-pressed to find victory here, if we cannot heal our wounds.
sworn the flies went this way. Spare me. I'll do anything.
One of us has been poisoned.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
We shall be ill prepared for battle if we rest overmuch. Battle is best avoided here.
A grand adventure awaits us. I just know it.
I knew you would come, Arisen One. You seek answers, and you shall have them, if 'tis within my power to know them. I simply do. The life force of the Arisen is wreathed in a warmth all its own. 'Tis most distinctive, and I am able to perceive it. Such is how I came to know of your arrival in this world, Arisen. Wherever you go, I can find you. 'Tis a most useful ability, as I'm sure you will agree. Of course, it ill-suited the Queen Regent and her plots. Loath as I am to admit it, I know little of the artifact of which you speak, though I shall tell you aught I can. I sense a land soaked in warmth. A warmth akin to your own, Arisen, to that of the power of the life you possess. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea, in a place unreachable by mortal hands. Though 'tis strange, for I sense also that this warmth grows ere near. 'Twould seem a path will be open to you in time, allowing you to venture into the heart of this warmth, so like your own. Perhaps he who was Dragonforged can tell you more. Seek him out in Harve Village, if you would learn from him.
The product of heedlessness.
Can it be you are lost, Arisen One? The path to the dragon has many turns, but I can illuminate the way ahead if you so desire. Somewhere in Battahl, a hidden truth lies in wait. I know only that which is already clear, that the origins of this artifact can be traced to Battahl. You will find the path you ought to follow inscribed herein. Would you know the fate of another? This meeting shall not be our last, Arisen One.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Oh, look! There are rare materials yonder, just waiting to be harvested.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Now, I understand the sight I had foreseen.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Well done, Arisen One. You have seen through my deception and divined my location true. To one of your wisdom, I would be honored to pass on the most subtle of my trickster's arts. The Godsway, 'tis a mystery even before my sight. Nomads are servants and companions to the Arisen.
No dawdling. The Arisen calls.
'Tis easily done.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
About time you came along. I've a special tale to share with you today. Or so I'd like to say, but it is getting rather late. Best spend the night. We can talk again come the morn. Ah, good. You're awake. Look to the sea, my friend. Hard to resist setting out in one's boat with fair skies like these, eh? Now, I've told you about the sunken temple in the middle of the sea, haven't I? I'm quite sure I mentioned it. But I ne'er spoke of the man who resides there. He was such a worthy ruler in life that his armies safeguard him even in death, as he himself would have it. He was once entrusted with the task of watching over this world from the heavens above. Yet he tired of his duty and abandoned his perch in the sky in favor of founding a small kingdom on the ground. Alas, though he was a just and goodly ruler, there is not a single person alive who remembers his name. Oh, it sounds unfortunate, but if you ask me, 'tis all a matter of perspective. It can be a blessing to forget, and to be forgotten. I should know. In all my long years, I've never forgotten a single thing. I remember everything, every little detail. Would that I could forget some of it. A lie it may seem, but a lie it is not. I speak only the truth, as you well know. Come see me again if it pleases you. I've tales aplenty to share.
Heavens fend. I'd ne'er seen the like. I'd not known there were ruins in the depths of this cavern till the path appeared. 'Twas magic, methinks. I should have liked to investigate, if the place hadn't been crawling with monsters. I'll be needing sturdier arms than these afore I head back in there, I fear. At any rate, I'd best report this discovery to my commander. I only pray naught grave shall come of it.
It seems aught has occurred within the depths of Stormwind Cave. But what, I wonder?
I'm not sure what to tell you.
All I say is true. Why should I lie? All I say is true. Why should I lie?
Hardly been able to catch any. No one will disturb me here. Well, Ricker's a fine leader. I ought to be getting home. Time to be heading home. Fields eerie with no one about.
Swapping stories is one of my
Fancy a look at my wares?
Do come again.
Let's change this.
Should have come here.
Don't know a town.
Well met. Looking to make... A purchase. Much obliged, sir.
Quiet makes me come more anxious. I ill like it.
How intriguing. For bread and board, you'll find none better.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
In particular.
Whatever am I to do? Battah's Empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her subjects.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
'Tis a far cry from Vermont. I cannot count the number of barbs I've heard uttered about the Queen Regent.
Looking for aught in particular? Do come again. I mean, if you like.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Reaching piss me off.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Welcome, and well met.
Do come again.
Oh, wait to see what the day holds.
Well met.
Not much has changed since I was a beginning.
Interested in my wares?
I thought like this.
Wonder if there's any
This
easy
place is lovely.
work to be
I
had.
might stay a while.
I could die happy in a place like
Quality
this.
of my acquaintances of unmatched taste.
Come to think of it, I long to make things right after what transpired at the coronation. What baleful art could grant one other than the Arisen control over pawns?
At last, the puzzle begins to take shape.
Have a care. This research is at a delicate stage.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
What was the missive that just arrived?
Oh, you know. The usual. From Vermont, bound straight for the archives. Not to be opened.
Another one? What is the director up to? Well, never mind that. Did we get any other deliveries today, perchance?
Surely you're not expecting another one of your love letters. Why, just the other day, you were warned not to use this address for personal correspondences. You really mustn't be so imprudent. Need I remind you that if word of our activities here was to get out, we could be shut down.
Yes, yes, I'm well aware of that, thank you. Now come, enough gossiping. We've work to be getting on with.
Will this take long? I've ought to be doing.
So near, so very near to that which I seek.
At last. The puzzle begins to take shape.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
I trust this shan't prove a waste of time.
Now I've lost the thread of my thoughts.
If you've naught to say, there's been word of a curious creature that appeared on Volcanic Island and has eluded all attempts to capture it. Indeed, the beast turned a group of soldiers to stone with but a glance. Or so the rumors claim. As it so happens, I once read of a mythical creature told to have possessed just such a power. The account held that even when the monster was slain, its petrifying powers remained very much alive in its head. A curse that not even death may erase. 'Tis a harrowing thought indeed. At last, the puzzle begins to take...
That's it! I have it! Oh, I've lost it again.
Perhaps this theorem will provide some insight.
Where's my comb? My fur's in a right state.
Sir, are you the Arisen? Aye? Then you must have been to the Argamon ruins. I heard a rumor that a Medusa was seen there. Is it true? Because if so, that means 'tis no mere creature of legend, but a monster as real as any other. Know you the legend of the hero Danaus? Well, one version of the tale claims the hero's foe was a Medusa. The legend is inscribed here. You must take it and read it for yourself, sir, seeing as you've witnessed a genuine article. To think that the Medusa was more than a creature out of legend. What I wouldn't give to catch even a glimpse of one.
What brings you here?
the new recruits battle ready? Can't leave my post, I'm afraid. Are the new recruits battle ready?
I'd sooner stay out of battle.
Captain will have my head if I skip another patrol.
Might you be looking to enlist? Before you stands the Forbidden Magick Research Lab. Unless you've business here, I'll thank you not to approach. Lord Phaesus has declared that none be permitted entry, save those vital to his cause. And upon these grounds, his word is second in weight only to Empress Nadinia's, I'll have you know. Must needs have
This place is awful dull. Blame mine.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
Must you interrupt?
Have you need of me?
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
Have a care. This research is at a delicate stage.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
A few hours sleep ought to help order my thoughts.
Mug of ale would taste twice as fine here.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. Our adventure? Continues.
Tad rowdy. I shan't complain.
Methinks.
I quite like it here.
Still waiting on that report.
Over. It seems we must part ways for the time being.
Such peace.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
We have our sovereign, do we not? He will surely stave off the advent of calamity. I would not deny a gift were it freely given. A feat worthy of a champion. We have our sovereign, do we not?
Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on. Have you learned aught of the intent behind that letter? 'Twould seem my mother has joined hands with a Battahl researcher to achieve her purpose, which, according to this missive, is to arrange things so that I might rule the kingdom. But I don't understand. Vermont needs no consul. It's found its ruler, its sovereign, pretender though he may be. To say naught of you, does she mean to remove you and the false sovereign both from the picture? Is that what is meant by this tragedy? 'Tis a frightful thought, yet we are in a much stronger position for having learned of it. You've my gratitude for this. I now know what 'tis I must do. What could Mother be planning? Pray, take care if you travel to Battahl.
Before.
Pray, take care if you travel to Battahl.
Dull days for us are assigned all...
The wise seek it. After all, even should the dragon appear, what cause have they for concern?
So tight. Quiet at last. Just about anywhere.
Whoever's my replacement's in for a boot up the arse.
Let them talk. I'm too old. Is this some manner of trial? Hubris is man's worst enemy. Trained for this.
I'd kill for some decent sleep.
Nary a gentle scratch on my arms and armor.
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste. Come to think of it, we might already have what we seek stored away. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
Lots to do. Precious little time.
Where and when I can. There's got to be something
Fine
fun
place
to
to ponder the higher mysteries, this. Wonder if he's too early for dinner.
What did I do to deserve this?
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
Is this the abode of the good Arisen? Pray, pardon the intrusion. I am an attendant in the service of Empress Nadinia. Her Majesty would make a request of you. Might you have a moment to hear it? You've my gratitude, sir. Her Majesty awaits you outside. Pray, follow me.
We thank you for meeting us at this late hour, Sir Arisen. There is a service we would ask of you. We require protection of both our person and our identity as we make for our destination within the city.
Though Battahl has no official dealings with Vermund, the countenance of its Empress is widely known. I dare say Ian, a common soldier, would recognize Her Majesty. And trouble would undoubtedly ensue should the Empress's presence be discovered. You must see to it that Her Majesty arrives at her destination unseen.
We make for the Rose Chateau. Prithee see us there safely before dawn breaks.
Now, let us be off! We ought not to delay our departure any further.
Pray remain vigilant while escorting Empress Nadinia. We pawns shan't follow, that you might attract less notice.
It is as you say.
Come along now, this way.
Rally! You've
got 'em right where you want 'em.
Where are you wandering off to?
Fancy a look at my wares?
That's quite enough.
What a pleasant breeze.
I beg you. I need that medicine. Can't help you, I'm afraid. My stock's low enough as 'tis. I shan't go selling what little I've got left to a ruddy beastren.
But my wife, she's like to waste away if I don't get it to her.
How very cruel. We ne'er imagined matters to be so dire. Is there aught we may do to aid this man?
You have a kind heart, your majesty, but you cannot afford to reveal yourself here, else we may ne'er reach our destination. Perhaps the good Arisen would assist this gentleman in her majesty's stead.
Would that we could give him the medicine he needs for his ailing wife.
Her majesty is in your charge, Sir Arisen.
What? You in the market for some medicine as well? A likely story. I heard you whispering out there. You mean to give it to that beastren scum, don't you? What a good heart our Arisen has. But I shan't be selling it to you if 'tis to end up in beastren hands. Someone, help! This blackguard means to harm me. Need anything?
What's all this commotion? Hold a moment. I know your face. I think you'd best come with me.
So you did not deliver the Empress as written.
Mustn't let the captain see my knees knocking.
Is this the abode of the good Arisen? Pray, pardon the intrusion. I am an attendant in the service of Empress Nadinia. Her Majesty would make a request of you. Might you have a moment to hear it? You've my gratitude, sir. Her Majesty awaits you outside. Pray, follow me.
We thank you for meeting us at this late hour, Sir Arisen. There is a service we would ask of you. We require protection of both our person and our identity as we make for our destination within the city.
Though Battahl has no official dealings with Vermund, the countenance of its Empress is widely known. I dare say Ian, a common soldier, would recognize Her Majesty. And trouble would undoubtedly ensue should the Empress's presence be discovered. You must see to it that Her Majesty arrives at her destination unseen.
We make for the Rose Chateau. Prithee see us there safely before dawn breaks.
Now, let us be off! We ought not to delay our departure any further.
Unless I am much mistaken, we have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Shall we head there now? 'Twould save us having to make the trip again.
Come along now, this way.
We should like to visit the city.
beg you. I need that medicine.
Can't help you, I'm afraid. My stock's low enough as 'tis. I shan't go selling what little I've got left to a ruddy beastren.
But my wife, she's like to waste away if I don't get it to her.
How very cruel. We ne'er imagined matters to be so dire. Is there aught we may do to aid this man?
You have a kind heart, your majesty, but you cannot afford to reveal yourself here, else we may ne'er reach our destination. Perhaps the good Arisen would assist this gentleman in her majesty's stead. Her majesty is in your charge, Sir Arisen.
Would that we could give him the medicine he needs for his ailing wife.
Need anything? What? You in the market for some medicine as well? A likely story. I heard you whispering out there. You mean to give it to that beastren scum, don't you? What a good heart our Arisen has. But I shan't be selling it to you if 'tis to end up in beastren hands. Well, 'tis a princely sum to pay on behalf of a common beastren. But I'll take it. Can't afford to refuse a deal that sweet. The medicine's all yours. Need anything?
This is the medicine I need. You'd give it to me, sir? Oh, happiest of days. My wife is saved. Words cannot express my gratitude to you, sir. I shall ne'er forget this good turn you've done me.
That was neatly done, Sir Arisen. His lady wife ought now recover. We shall pray that 'twill be so.
Come, we've a ways to travel yet before we reach the Rose Chateau. We ought make haste.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Where are you wandering off to?
And nary a coin to show for it.
'Tis a new day to cherish.
Come along now, this way.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
Oi, you lot, help me. I've got a soldier on my tail. If I'd known 'twas his house, I'd have chosen somewhere else to fill my pockets, believe me.
You appear before us to beg that we abet you in a crime of your own doing.
What o' it? You're a beastren too, aren't you? Then you ought to know as well as I do that stealing's the only way we can survive in this city. Come on, help me out here. Consider it a favor to one of your kin. Heartless knaves. I've wasted enough time here. I'm off. Oh, son of a...
Silence, brigand! 'Tis off to the jail with you.
'Tis a hard life these people lead, that they should be so desperate as to turn to villainy. Yet a kindness granted to a man fallen so far would do little to better his circumstances. Let us press on. We have arrived at last. Thank you kindly, Sir Arisen. Now, to attend to the matter for which we have come. Prithee await our return here. We are grateful for your patience. The matter is attended to. We have allies here in the Rose Chateau who offer their aid to our cause in secret. Namely, to create a place where the beastrons of Vermund may live in peace.
Were it to come to light that Battahl has provided aid of any kind to Vermund, there would be a scandal, and all of Her Majesty's good deeds would be unmade. Thus, Her Majesty must work in secret, offering her support from the shadows. But let us not linger. I have arranged for an ox cart to meet us by the statue of the Arisen.
Do you know before whose likeness we now stand? 'Tis that of Rothias, founder of Vermont. Oh yes, was none other than a beastren who gave rise to this kingdom. Yet, in spite of this history, our people find little welcome here. Quite the opposite, as we have witnessed this night. Past wars twixt Vermund and Battahl have done much to worsen beastren standing here. This we cannot deny. Yet, as ruler of a beastren nation, we can do no less than long for the day in which our people will be treated kindly wheresoe'er they may tread. And we would be remiss not to pray that the future you envision, as predestined ruler of this domain, shall be in alignment with our own. We bid you good night, Sir Arisen.
There's a ladder here. Come to think of it, we might not have what we seek stored away.
The Arisen is being torched. Quick, down the flames! Well done. We've an opening. Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
You have my fullest confidence. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. 'Tis most valuable. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? The permit is intended for Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
You return. Would you lend your ear to my request? And here I thought, well...
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right. Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
All I say is true. Why should I lie?
No dawdling. The Arisen calls.
Very well, if I must.
Allow me to lead the way. I should like to put my knowledge to good use.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
More of the same, it seems.
Appears to be effective.
An exemplary performance.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Are we ignoring the enemy today?
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
It is as you say.
Nothing more you can filter from that target, Master. let down our guard even for a moment, lest victory slip away from us.
Very well, if I must. Enjoy tackling fierce foes. It rather feels like aught's lying in wait for us. But we shan't find out what 'tis unless we press on.
Let me get that. Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
If we're to break it, it shan't be from this side.
Let us be thorough. Scrupulous investigation is the cornerstone of any adventure.
Quite right. No sense doing things by halves. Of course it falls to me to do this. Isn't that always the way of things? Can't say I'm thrilled, but I'll get it done.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
So, another comes seeking to inter me. Yet your wicked schemes will avail you not, Watching One. Time and again have you sent unto me your minions. Yet repel them I have, and so I shall anew, till I might claim the true world as mine own. Why do you not draw your blade? This battle shall be o'er afore it has even begun. You seek not my death. Then you are not of the Watching One. I am Rothias, founder of the Kingdom of Vermund. And you appear to be arisen. Tell me your reason for coming here. Godsway. Speak you of those trinkets conjured by the wizards of Battahl? E'en from these depths I have beheld the Battahli scuttling about, gathering their fragments. 'Tis a baleful, maddening act to transmute the fractured souls of Arisen into such frivolous baubles. Aye, that which you seek is a soul much like your own. Yet rarely will you find one intact, for splinters are all that remain of those pitiful Arisen who were bade come here by the Watching One to end me. The flesh may rot, The soul fragment, yet power endures. And 'twould seem the Battahl seek to augment this power through their perverted arts. Though to what nefarious end, I know not. Yet 'tis folly, the frolicking of children. Such a trinket could ne'er hope to fell the dragon, let alone the watching one. I know little of your intent, but I sense in you a powerful will. A will that urges you towards fulfillment of some great feat. I shall grant you this blade. It too is the soul of an arisen. Mine own, in fact. Refined in purest dragon blood. Alas, the ages have taken their toll. 'Tis as withered as mine own flesh. Yet, mayhap, the Battah's profane magics would be capable of drawing forth its latent potency. If that is what you seek, arisen, then go on to their stronghold. I believe 'tis there you shall find the means to achieve it.
I could swear I've seen what's needed here, amidst what we have in storage. We might be able to slip into the Forbidden Magick Research Lab through the rear entrance. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.